buses coming home came up through Kellogg and Wabasha and stopped traffic and everything. Do you have to divert them? Because
no, the buses ran on the routes that we had planned already.
okay, are you gonna do that tomorrow when people are working?
We have several different routes planned depending on the traffic conditions. We knew that today, because of Labor Day, we were going to have a route that was, we felt, going to accommodate and be able to work with our Labor Day traffic in the city. But the route planning is going to continue and will be responsive to both the conditions and what we know will happen in downtown St. Paul.
Were any of these protest groups, are you aware, connected to the RNC Welcoming Committee?
At this point, I can't say that for certain. It certainly bears some interesting question, but I don't think I can say that as a factual matter.
At one point, were the bridges closed down to the city? Are they open again? You heard that this afternoon?
At several points, we had protesters who attempted to occupy the bridges, and at no time do I believe that they ever completely shut down all of the bridges. We had moments where they would be blocking a particular bridge or a particular entrance ramp, but that was typically remedied very quickly.
Chief, there were some reports, numerous reports of longtime journalists and legal observers who have been detained and arrested today. There were confirmed reports, in fact there's video, of lawyers and journalists in handcuffs as part of the raids over the weekend. Do you have any information about whether journalists and legal observers have been swept up in these arrests? And how restrained of a police action was this really to see video of decades experienced journalists in handcuffs who have covered numerous events without problems before?
I haven't seen that video, and to the best of my knowledge, that's not accurate.
You don't know of any journalists who have been arrested today, or do you know that there haven't been, or you just don't know of any?
My understanding is, you talked about the search warrants that were executed over the weekend.
I'm talking about both today. There are numerous reports of
give you an
Democracy
accurate
Now!
answer
Journalists who have been arrested, and this weekend.
So no, I can't give you an accurate answer on the day.
I can speak to some of that. There may be a journalist who's been detained.
Do you know who it is?
Well, I wouldn't tell you that. But there may be one, and we're going to check on that right now.
Do you know why he or she was detained?
I can only tell you that the arrests that have occurred, again, you've seen the activities of the day. 53 people have been taken into custody. Each of those people has been involved in some criminal activity. So I guess you can draw your own conclusion from that. We don't believe that this person was simply a non-participant or a recorder of the incident.
Can you identify yourself for the camera?
My name is Tom Walsh. I'm with the St. Paul Police Department. I'm a public information
How
officer.
did the plan go? I mean, originally it was supposed
Can you identify yourself, please?
Elizabeth Sawicki from
Okay, you're in the dark there.
I'm sorry. Well, I was asking, I thought that one of the plans was that you were going to try and kind of catch and release, cite as many people for like disorderly conduct and trespass. Was that ever come into play, or was it that most of what you had to arrest people for ended up being more violent?
My understanding at this point is the majority of the people that we've arrested at this point are for misdemeanors. That we do have a significant number for felonies, which are either assaults or aggravated crime damage to properties, as is the gross misdemeanor. So those would be more violent and more serious crimes, and those would not be subject to being tagged and released. Those that are arrested for misdemeanors, if there is no indication that they are going to continue ongoing criminal conduct, if they have identified themselves, there's a number of different conditions that normally would lead us to tag those individuals and release them, but it is still fairly.
We're going to take two more questions, and then we're going to move on because the chief and mayor obviously are busy.
Do you have a dollar estimate on the damage?
No, I do not have a dollar estimate on the felony damage. It would be over $750 each, and I think we have on the picture windows that were broken. I think we're far in excess of that, but I don't have a total dollar estimate at this time.
We'd heard that some of the concert goers on Harriet Island might have been arrested. Have you heard anything about that, or can you confirm that?
Last video I saw of the Harriet Island, it looked like a very big family-friendly party, and as far as I know, there hadn't been any arrests on Harriet Island at all.
I saw multiple officers marching in. Excuse me, can I just ask one more question?
I'm sorry. Obviously, there's much more work to do.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So this morning I saw my name is Matt Stoller. I'm from a blog called Open Left. I